Good morning. So we are here in the garden. A lot has happened since I made the last video. I know it's been a long time. I have decided today that we are going to plant because I think that I have a better chance of a yield if I go ahead and plant now in this dreadful heat than if I don't plant at all, obviously. Anyway, so I'm going to go through my seed box today and we're going to plant some stuff in the ground and hopefully get a yield of some sort. I don't know really what I expect from this because it's so hot, so dry. Right now, through the city, we have a watering ordinance and we can only water twice a week. We can water on Mondays and we can water on Thursdays. And today is Thursday, so I don't feel so bad about planting today and then watering in the ground. I know I said that a lot changed in the garden, but not the garden itself. So we have the rows built up and we have walkways made and a fence around, but there's still nothing in the ground. So we're going to make progress on that today and cross your fingers. We're going to have some good luck. All right, you can look through here and see that we have 1, 2, 3 rows made with our little pathways in between. And I know that I said I was going to use sunflowers for the barrier for the chickens, but really I didn't want that to fail and have to go back and do something. So we use this green sort of construction fencing. I got this for a steal. I got it for $7 for 100 feet, and I think it's going to work really well for keeping them out. I do have this opening right here, and with that little bit of board at the bottom, the chickens haven't gone in except one time when they got scared, and they just kind of jumped it because they were unsure what to do. Okay, we're going to do the rest of our seed sorting inside because it's so hot out there. My camera cannot keep up, it keeps overheating. So I have my box of seeds here. I do have some okra seeds that the other day I tested. I tested these okra seeds the other day to see if they were still any good or not, the float test. And these are all the ones that sank to the bottom, which means they should technically be okay. Now I did leave them out like this, so I don't know if they're going to be all right or not, but we have okra seeds. And as I go, I want to kind of mark where I'm going to put this stuff. So for okra, I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on this back side of the garden because it takes up a lot of space if it really grows like normal. And I want to be able to just kind of keep that from shading too much of the garden. So we're going to do okra from here to probably about here. So about a third of the row is going to be okra, I think. We really like okra. In the past, it's grown well. I don't know what it's going to do in the summer, but that's okay. All right, let's see what else we have in here. We have some shelling peas. I'm not sure what the zone is for those, so let's check it out. Oh, looks like maybe coriander in the bottom of that. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. So these say that we say 4 to 6 weeks before the average last frost date. Says not to start inside, which is what I want to look for. I want to direct sow all my stuff. It says in mild climates, sow in fall for winter. Oh, in fall or winter for winter harvest. Best grown at temperatures less than 85 degrees. So it's a little bit hot for that still. I may go ahead and plant it anyways. I might plant a couple and see how they do, and then if not, I can plant more later. So let's do, we're going to plant on some peas. Not everything do I have in mind an actual spot for yet. So put it back in the bag so that they don't go everywhere. Like I said, I think this looks like coriander. There's nothing in there with it, so that would have been like cilantro. I don't know, we'll see. We'll put that to the side. Oh yes, zucchini. We've had such great success with the zucchini in the past, and so for sure I will be planting zucchini, but those get really big too. I think these are the bushing variety. which is really nice. And here it says April through August. We may have kind of missed the mark here for planting, but I'm going to plant it anyways because, why not? Okay, but where to put them is the question. They're lower. They get big in terms of broadness, but not too tall. So I think that I'm going to put them over here towards the entrance. So we'll just say zucchini. And I know I have more varieties in here, so I'll put dark green down as a note. I'm positive that there are more zucchini seeds in here. I'm not going to try to grow any tomatoes from seed right now. I do have some starter plants out in the front that I'll put in the bed, and I might put them back there with the okra. I'm going to put these tomatoes here, I think. So I've got these tomatoes, and I don't remember the exact variety, but I think they are a smaller one. Well, oh no, it might be Celebrity. I have 6 of them, and I would probably do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this row. I'm not gonna plant corn right now. All right, we have these Blue Lake bush beans, and it says that you should start planting March to August. And like I said, I think we're just gonna plant in September and hope for the best. This is soak them overnight, so maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I'll hold off on these on where to put them. I'll put this in the I'm not sure pile. Radishes, radishes. I love these radishes. They're such a quick turnaround crop. So I will probably plant these right by the zucchini in that front section. I hope that they turn out well because those are super enjoyable. Oh, I don't want to put that there. I know I'll have more zucchini to go through here, so we'll do it a little farther down. Or maybe here at the front. Maybe here at the front of this row. Right here at the entrance to the, right here I have the entrance to the garden, and so we'll put it right here with those. All right. Beets, bears, Battlestar Galactica. No. Yes, beets, bears, Battlestar Galactica. These are a must go in the ground. I will probably put these in by the radishes. And so we actually are in our window right here of September through May. Perfect. That's exciting. We're kind of really where we're at. We're on this little border of the red and orange. So I feel like anywhere in this area, we're safe. So I'm going to put these beets in right past the radishes. Burgundy beans. These are a bushing variety, which is good. I don't really want anything that's going to be a pole variety right now because I don't have the structure for it. March through August. I mean, we're going to plant them anyways. I think I'm going to plant these because they're bushing. I'll plant them down here past the zucchini. So let's see. Purple. Bush beans. These are Brussels sprout seeds. I know that for sure I have to wait on these. These brassicas cannot handle the heat right now, so I'll set them aside. Jalapenos, they're fun to grow, but we don't really eat a lot of hot stuff, so I'm not sure why I have these even, but we're not going to plant these right now. Let's see, what is in here? A whole bag of a bunch of different stuff. Okay, cauliflower. These are also a brassica, I believe, and I know for sure it's, yeah, brassica. And it's still way too hot for these, so I'll be starting these indoors, probably with the Brussels sprouts, and then we'll plant them later on. More Brussels sprouts. More beets. So these are both early wonder beets, And so I'm gonna go ahead and use the other ones. Why not? They're already out. Oh, pumpkins. A few years ago, we grew a pumpkin patch and it was enormous, but I don't think I really have the space for it this year with all the variety that I want to plant. So let's see. Oh, in here are some bell peppers. We do eat bell peppers. My youngest, no, not my youngest. Golly, having a baby with older kids is hard. My middle loves bell peppers, especially with cream cheese on them. And this says December through March. Ooh, okay, maybe not. Not the right season. Dill, it's not really a big deal around here, so nah. Ah, like I thought. More zucchini. So we are going to plant this along with the other Black Beauty zucchini. Is another really great one that has done well for us in the past. So we're gonna say Black Beauty. Right there along with those. We already have some dark green planned, so we're gonna go with that. I have these seeds. Maybe I will start these for the spring garden. I'll start these indoors at some point and plant them in the spring. Oh, eggplant, the bane of my existence. I got these seeds, the ones that are colored. I did not have any luck with these at all. Like these barely even came up and germinated when I tried to plant them last time. So I'm going to say no for these. Spinach. When can we plant spinach? Bingo, September through April, we will be planting spinach. Where? Let's do it in this low row back here. No, let's do it. Let's do it here. Just kind of with this quick harvest stuff. Because that says 45 days to harvest. This looks like butter head lettuce. No, Tom Thumb lettuce. I think that it's too hot for this right now. So we're going to skip. Arugula. I love growing arugula. We could probably plant some arugula. And we'll might as well just plant it with the spinach. Arugula. It's one of those words. Ooh. All right. I have an empty cilantro package here, which lets me believe that this is the partner to this. So I will put these together. We don't use a lot of cilantro right now, and so I'm going to hold off on that, even though I found a match for it. Sugar Daddy peas. Let's see. January through March and September. Well, we're in September, so let's see. This prolific producer provides an enjoyable supply of stringless pods, a truly string-free snap pea. Vines grow 24 to 30 inches. I don't want anything vining right now, so sweet peas, sugar daddy peas are in the later list. Too hot for these right now. And then, oh, I have some forget-me-not seeds, some marigolds, butterfly garden, and more spinach that's never been opened. And that is seed tape of some sort. I don't actually know what sort of seeds in there, so yeah. Okay. I do have more seeds. I need to go get them, and then we'll look at those. All right, I have this bag. A few weeks ago, I was wanting to buy seeds. I wasn't actually sure where that box of seeds that we just looked at was. I'm glad I found it. But so I went to a country store because I could not find any seeds at the regular retailers like Home Depot or anything. And they had seeds on clearance. They were getting ready to send them back to the vendor. So I was able to snag some seeds on sale. Black Beauty, we already have. Oh, I must have just like been really desperate. Early prolific straight neck. Not recommended. So inside, soil temperature needs to be 70 to 85. Way hotter than that right now. So this will probably be a spring plant. Uh, Same for these cherry tomatoes. I'm just gonna start things indoors. I don't know why I have an aversion to starting seeds indoors, but I do for sure. There's no doubt there. Blue Lake, we already have some of those. Oh, I don't think I ever decided where we were gonna plant those. Let me see. I think that, how big do these get? Are these a bush bean or a pole bean? I don't even really know. I should know before I try to plant this stuff. Let's see if this one says anything different. Exceptional flavor and tenderness. Let's see. Snap bean or green bean. You didn't eat the whole thing. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Bushy plants that are resistant to bean, common virus, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. Bush. That is good. So since it's bushy, we might as well go ahead and put them here with the other bushy stuff. So we're going to put Blue Lake beans in this run here. And honestly, like, even though we're planting this, all of it could change. Celery, Utah celery. So it's an early spring or midsummer, which we're neither of those. So this is going to have to wait for spring, I think. All right. These are also for my middle son. He thinks that the colorful carrots are the coolest thing. He loves carrots, but only fresh. He does not want them cooked, hot, anything else. He wants them fresh. So we will sow these into the ground. Let's see. 2 to 4 weeks before your frost. 3 weeks average. Fall, winter, and spring. So I think we're good. We're gonna plant carrots. Where should we plant the carrots? Let's plant them up here towards the front so that that's something that he can readily see out there in the garden that represents his likes. Sometimes getting him to see the things that are being grown for him is really exciting. I mean, it is for everybody. Who doesn't like to see things being grown for them specifically? I'm just gonna write carnival. Oh. All right, let's see what else we have. Broccoli, another brassica that we will start indoors and sow later on in the season because it's just too hot. More sugar daddy peas that will have to wait. Zinnias. I love zinnias. I will probably plant these. Oh, yeah. I'll probably plant them anyways and hope for the best. I'm not going to transplant them. I'm just going to direct sow these. Yeah, in warmer weather. We have plenty of warm weather, and it'll stay warm for probably a long time until even December. So these will go on the ground. I also have a mix that I'll show you in a minute that has a lot of different flowers in it. These might get planted maybe throughout, but for sure I'll put some, maybe over here in the back to kind of bring a focal point in the back since there's not too much going on. All right, and then we have these 2 tomatoes, and we will have to start these from seed and plant them in the spring. This here, I bought this at Tractor Supply, and it's supposed to be seed, fertilizer, and soil improver all in one. There's a big mix of flowers in here. I'm not really going to go through all of them because some of them, 1, I can't say, and 2, I don't really know. Oh, they have their regular names on here as opposed to their scientific names, thankfully. Okay. So we have crimson clover, Chinese forget-me-not, baby's breath, a mix of zinnias, yay, cosmos, coneflowers, wallflowers, bundle flowers, coneflowers, Shasta daisy. I like Shasta daisies, black-eyed Susans, and some others. So that's exciting. That should be really pretty in the garden. I don't know that I'm going to plant too much of this though. My intentions were for on the other side of the yard, there's a flower bed that I tilled up, and I was going to plant flowers just over there, but I don't want to have to fence that off because the chickens will scratch all through it, and I don't know that anything would grow over there. And that's just another spot to water in all this drought. So we'll kind of see where we go from there. Sourdough starter because the last one was a failure. So I have a lot more knowledge now and a lot more information on how to do it right, and also that there is a phase where it might look like it's going wrong, but give it a little more time and it's doing right. Anyway, so we're gonna make that today. I've been watching a channel called Proof Bread, which I will link because you need to see them too, and they have so much information on sourdough, and I'm really excited for you to potentially watch their videos also. So I'll link that below. Give them a watch. Great channel. So here we go. All right, we are going to go ahead and make this. I have my whole wheat flour, my container that we're going to use, some cool warmish water, and a spurtle, why not, and a scale. The starter recipe that I'm going to use calls for 113 grams of whole wheat flour and 113 grams of water. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh the water first because I don't want to add it to the mix and then mess everything up. So first, we're gonna add in 113 grams. I can always pour some out if I pour too much, but it should be about half a cup, which I have more than a half a cup here. I'm just gonna pour some to begin with. Okay, 95, 105, 111, 116. Too much. That's why we do the water first. If I can pour a little bit out into the container, just go back and forth a little bit until we have it just right. 113, perfect. Okay, then we're going to weigh our flour separately, I think, just because I have a tendency of messing things up. And just for funsies, I'm going to use this little cat bowl that we have. I don't know, I found this at Goodwill. thought it was super cute. So being the only girl in the house, anything cutesy I get to claim, which, you know, that's fun. I need to get one of my measuring cups out of this drawer. Have my measuring cup now. And we are using 100% whole grain, whole wheat flour from King Arthur. And we're just gonna go ahead and measure out our 113 grams. So it doesn't matter how compact your flour is right now because we're measuring by weight. Definitely, but measuring by weight is the way to go. Making a mess. 83. Oh, 114. I was so close. Just a gram over. 113. Perfect. All right. And we're going to put this in here with the water. All right, here we go. Just carefully put it in there. That's a little bit wide for that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. This is why things never go well. Guess what? We already measured it. We know how much is supposed to be in there, and this counter is clean, so we are going to use it from the counter because I know that there was 113 grams in there. And we are going to make sure all 113 grams get in there. Okay, if we're like half a gram off, well, that's just too bad. Okay, then we're gonna give it a good mix. Put the lid on this flour. We do not wanna mix them together. All right, and we are just gonna give this a good mix. Kind of sludgy in consistency, but I really wanna make sure I get all that flour moistened. I really can't wait to see how this turns out. I have so much more confidence from learning from others, and I am hopeful that I can follow the processes the right way and really have a product that I'm proud of. So we're gonna do this. My hands are clean. Just get all that in there. Into the jar. Oh gosh, what have I done? Created a monster, literally. You ever seen Overfed Starter? It literally looks like something out of a sci-fi movie or something. All right, and that is supposed to be the starter. I'm going to put the lid on this loosely, so if I close this up and put the first latch on it like this, there's still air space in here like this where my thumb is, and so I'm not latching it down all the way, which would make it airtight. This is going to be our sourdough starter, and hopefully we're going to make some progress. So we've just got this chunky monkey stuff right now. I'm going to see it up closer, and we'll see where we go from there.